Happy Monday. Today's gonna be a good one. Super busy. A lot going on. I was looking to see if there was anybody at the front gate. What are you guys doing on your fence? It's been about a month, roughly. Where are you gonna go? I'm going to House of Pie. You are staying on the grass. Hopefully they don't come out of the fence. I gotta get off the grass though. It's so wet. It's getting my shoes messy. So we're gonna talk about yesterday's video a little, because I got a phone call yesterday that was very much appreciated from somebody I truly respect. It was my dad. He called me last night and said, okay, let's rewind a little. A lot of you guys know my dad, he's had a few heart attacks in his day, and he's got a pacemaker. And when the phone rings and it's dad and it's late, say past 8 o'clock, you get a little nervous. Last night's phone call came in at like 9:30 at night, or 9 at night. So I'm like, oh no. And I pick it up and he's perfectly fine. Hey, how are you? I'm like, I'm fine. It's 9 o'clock at night. And then I'll tell you what Liz and I were doing 10 minutes before he called. So my adrenaline is up because okay, I'll just tell you now. We were saving Roman from getting injured because he got stuck in the hay feeder. And we had to get him out. And he was actually not doing so good. I was trying to hold his little curly horn. It was loose. Now when they're loose like that, the loose horns, you can't really cut them off with the rope saw. And they're very hard to get off. They technically have to fall off naturally. They'll bang them on a fence or on a gate or something, and when they're ready, they'll fall off. And it'll still bleed a little bit, kind of like a cat nail. Like the nail will get long, and then it'll fall off and the other nail's behind it. But he got stuck. I couldn't get him out. I was holding him up, like all close to 200 pounds of him. All right, Piper, Stella, you guys they're still there. They're not testing the fence. So he was super heavy. So there's just it was hard. It was hard, and I couldn't do it all by myself. So I had to call Tyler. He came out. I said, get Mom. She came out. Quinn came out. I think Olivia and Jake were the only two that didn't know what was going on. But he got stuck right in that square right there, which is crazy. And he's fine. We got the horn off. That's how we got him out. In the end, the little horn, it did do some bleeding. We sprayed it with the silver spray. I don't even see him. Where is he? Where are you, buddy? He's fine. You good down there? Is that you? Is that you? Or is that you? Way back there. But I had to hold him up because his body weight was starting to put pressure on his neck. And then he was starting to like get nervous and squirm, and that's what you don't want. So, but we got him. We got him out by literally getting the horn, by bending the wires in the feeder and getting the horn to let go, getting the horn to snap off without him freaking out, like really freaking out. So we were dealing with that. So energy was up, you know. It was 9 something. Yeah, it was about 9 something at night, and my phone rings. Dad calls, and Dad's in like a good mood. Hey, how are you? And I'm like, I'm fine. And he's like, well, your video didn't seem like you were fine. And I was like, yeah. Well, at the moment, I might not have been. Not every day is a great day, you know? It's okay to have bad days. That's what I told him. I was like, it's okay to not be all chipper, especially when you're in the public eye. Like I'm not a news reporter. I'm not sitting at a desk on CNN or CNBC where I'm paid to be in a good mood every day. Now this is life, and I'm building this community based on transparency and honesty and like reality. This isn't Pinterest, you know. Not everything's perfect. So that video was a little bit about that because, yeah, you know, if you were trying out for a baseball team, oh, sorry, with the sniffling. You know, if you were trying out for Major League Baseball, that's what you wanted to do. You were a kid, you're 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, whatever, and your dream is to play in the majors, and then you keep working your way through high school, and you're doing okay, you're doing pretty good, and then you get past high school, and you get into college, and people start looking at you like, hey, you're pretty good, but then you can't get to that next level. You just can't get there. Nobody wants to pick you up. You're just not good enough. That's the feeling I had. That's it. You realize statistically, it is harder to make enough money being a YouTuber to support your family. Like, what is medium income right now? Like 40, 50, 55,000 a year? I don't know. But it's statistically harder to do what I do, not including the soaps and the lotions. Forget all the products. Just what Google pays you for running ads on these videos. It's called AdSense, ad revenue. It is statistically harder to do that, earn a living, than it is to play in a major league sport. Major League Baseball, basketball, it's harder because of the amount of competition. All of you watching this are technically, I don't look at it this way, my competition. Because everybody can get a cell phone, create a YouTube account, and go to town, right? There is really no super hard barrier to entry like a major skill like the whole baseball analogy. So when you do this for a living, and it's like, you know what? I'm looking at the data and the numbers, and something's wrong. Like, am I doing something wrong? Like, it's not growing the way I want it to. And maybe yes, this is about me, put too much pressure on myself. Liz says the same thing. You put too much pressure on yourself. I'm like, yeah, well, so do you with your soap. Like, that's your creative outlet. This is my creative outlet. And then when you read that some of the best YouTubers in the world don't like camera movement, and I'm sitting here moving the camera constantly, I'm like, well, maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. So that was it. I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And just, there's this motivation thing. But on top of that, there's this thing, or this concept called imposter syndrome. Google it. Imposter syndrome means people are telling you you're good, but you don't think you deserve it. Like, wait a second, I'm not actually that good. Like, why does everybody like what I'm doing? Like, there's this weird, like, do I deserve this? You know, concept. I'm not that good. There's people better than me. And then that's called imposter syndrome, when you basically start kind of denying yourself your success, which is something I did the other day when Liz and I were talking. And I was like, I can't believe we bought a boat. I mean, I could, way less expensive. The opportunity was there. The business is doing well. But it's like, we had a kitchen to finish, you know, a kitchen to remodel. I've got a house to paint, you know, but we bought a boat. Like, do we deserve this boat? She's like, don't go there. Like, you got to stop. Yes, we deserve it. We deserve to do something. I mean, she's the voice of reason here. But there will be people out there that are like, I can't believe they bought a boat. You know, people are sending them donations to help feed, like, all the hater voices start coming back in your head. And I'm like, maybe some of these people are right. There's people out there starving that don't have any food. And we bought a boat. But you can't take on the world. You can't. I mean, look at Warren Buffett and Bill Gates and all these people. And yes, they give away tons of money, but there's still people out there starving. So it's not their job. It's not our job to take everybody's financial pressures or I don't know. It was just a day where I just wasn't in the happy mood. And I put that out there. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should be Mr. Happy all the time. But I'm not going to be. So today is lotion day. And by the way, both dogs did good. They're at the front door right now. Today's lotion day. We're making the summer lotions, I think. Summer launch lotions. I think we're making a spring lotion too. The Love is Love lotion that's coming out in June to go with the soap. That's being made today. I got a big delivery coming today that requires the forks on the tractor. What else? The boat. They're saying Saturday, which stinks because that Saturday is Memorial Day weekend. However, we have goat snuggles, so we can't leave on a Saturday to go get it. So I'm really hoping they say, hey, it's ready on Friday. Or we're just waiting until next week and skipping the Memorial Day crowd, which I think is a good idea. Because if we skip the Memorial Day crowd, we're not out there if we decide to even go out that early with all the other ones. Like, let's launch this thing for the first time on like a Tuesday, so we don't have to deal with all the other crazy boater people. You know, because at first we'll probably test it out in a lake right down here down the road. Put a couple hours on it down there. And then we'll get it out to the river where it's going to live. Down that way. So that was it. I was basically saying yesterday, it's okay to not be in the best mood ever. It's okay to have a bad day. You know? And I don't know what else I was going to say today. I don't know. But I have this idea of someday, I said it once before, but I didn't want to do the one-on-one of the like life coach thing. But I don't want to do the one-on-one accounts and clients and have them tell me all their problems and now deal with it. It's really hard. It's really hard. There's a reason those people make so much money. But it's really hard. I don't think I want to do that. But there is an idea I have toying around in my head of like 16 weeks of content where you can buy 16 weeks. Yes, it'd be a paid for package. There'd be videos kind of like this, but a little way different, all about, pretty much all about self-help, mental health, different topic every week. Every week would have its own topic, and it would be 16 weeks in a row. So that's a 4-month program, and there would be homework after each video. So you would watch and they'd only be 5 minutes or less. And you would watch them if you wanted to, and you would answer the few questions I have, and you would send those to me, and I'd read them, and I may or may not reply to your homework. But the challenge I'm having is, say you bought this 16-week package, right? And you got week number 1 today. But somebody buys this 16-week package 4 weeks from now. I don't want them to get week number 4 because it would be 1 video a week. I don't want them to get week number 4 because we're 4 weeks past the date of launch. I want them to get week number 1 because everybody's running their own race. Your start time's going to be different. That's what they say about YouTube. You can't compare. I can't compare myself to you know, Homesteady or oh my gosh, I'm thinking of all the farmers and I can't think yeah, all the other Daniel over there at the Arms family. I can't compare myself to them. We all started at a different time. We all started in a different way. We're playing the same sport, but our story is different. Basically, you know, so we can't compare. You started at a different time, you know. So that package would have to start. Everybody on week 1 would stay on week 1 together. Everybody that won't, but you wouldn't interact with each other in this so I can't figure out how to do it. But it's an idea I've had. It's out there, just like the coffee. That's an idea too. That one's coming true though, so hold on to your yeah, I almost said something bad. Just hold on tight. That one's coming eventually. Okay, my arm's getting tired, and these dogs are doing so good on their fence. Hello, doggies. Yes. Chai will come out later. Chai doesn't need a collar. She runs right through the fence. But it's doing good. I do enjoy it. What do we have to do next? We have a lot of... Wait a second. We have a lot of flags here. Right. Flag, 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 flag. A lot of them out like every other flag. So they still have flags, but not too many. And then over time, we take out more and more and more. All right. Happy Monday. That's my Monday. I'm fine. For all of you that care about me, thank you. I'm fine. Just not motivated. And I have to switch something up on this YouTube to make things, or just keep doing what I'm doing. That's that. I'm kind of stubborn. I like that idea better. We're just going to keep doing what I'm doing. See you guys again tomorrow. Bye.